back from vacation, back from Jamaica, in which I was actually in the air when it actually became 2013, which is really awesome. I got to see fireworks from the plane, which is amazing, which is really cool because actually we were actually the very first plane to land in 2013 because we landed like 2 minutes after it hit 2013, January 1st, which is kind of cool. So, yay, that's history books, I guess. That's kind of neat. But, yeah, so back to battling and stuff and whatnot. I go into the marine tube. Maybe I'm like, maybe I'll get to see a whale lord. I have not seen a whale lord on this game yet. I go to the marine tube all the time and I never see a whale lord because I have terrible luck. Absolutely terrible luck. I still don't have that achievement, which annoys me a lot. But yeah, no more whale lord, which makes me sad. Marine tube's a really cool place. It's all pretty and whatnot. And it's one of those other times we just gotta give the game designers a big round of applause for a good thing. So yeah, UU battle here against Neutricity on the Smoke and Wi-Fi Battlefinder. He also has a YouTube, so check him out because I said so. So using this fairly new UU team here that actually still in this testing phase. I still haven't even finalized it yet, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of based around the setup with Duran. It's kind of have a heavy physical presence, but otherwise I kind of like that team. I got that standard Clefable Uxie presence. Looking at his team, I do see Tornadus as a kind of a big threat since I really don't have much for it, so that's going to be something I'm going to be looking out for to be a big threat. I kind of want to get my rocks up as soon as possible just to help weaken that thing a bit because Tornadus normal is still kind of a threat in UU, so if he ends up leading with said Tornadus, I'm just going to go for the safe rocks. Not sure what he's going to do. He ends up having the taunt. I'm going to go for it, preventing me from setting them up first turn, which does suck. Just going to U-turn out, just see what else he has. This is actually kind of a semi-rain team here, which is kind of weird since it doesn't really look like a rain team because it really only has like one or two things to benefit from it. In fact, only like two things, and only just slightly, but I guess in Tornadus itself benefits from it as well. But except with the rain, I'm just going to go into a Azumarill because I know I can take advantage of the rain myself and hit him with strong waterfalls. Just going to go for a waterfall. Switches into Rose Raid. I am Choice Bandit. I have huge power, and with the rain boost, it doesn't matter what variant of Rose Raid you are dying to that waterfall. Resistance, get the fuck out. You're still dead. So we'll switch that early game. He's going to go into Tornadus now. I know I can I know I can easily take a Hurricane, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to just kill this Tornadus now because, like I said, it's kind of a threat to my team. I really only have like Nidoking to outspeed and hit it with an Ice Beam, but I don't think that will one-shot it, so I'm going to take the opportunity to kill it off now. Live the Hurricane, going to take him out with a Waterfall, and that is a dead Tornadus, which is good. He's going to go into his own Nidoking now. I'm just going to switch out for Earth Power or Thunderbolt or pretty much anything. I'm going to go into my Yuxi just to get my Rock Slip now since his Taunter is gone, but he ends up having the Thunder, which makes sense because Rain Team, but it's still not to a KO, which is nice. I'm just going to go for these. I think I actually go for the light screen here, half predicting him to maybe want to switch out, which is kind of weird for me, but I'm going for the light screen now. I'm just going to go for my rocks now because I think I may be able to take one, even if not, it's kind of whatever. But he ends up switching out here, which I found really weird. I guess he predicted me to switch into Nidoking, so went into Chansey, predicting that. So I guess that's why I went to Chansey, because I can just be immune to the Thunderbolt, or the Thunder, but get my rocks up for free, which is kind of nice. So now I'm going to go into Clefable now. Maybe get a Toxic off on this thing, even though it has Natural Cure, it'd still help in the long run. Just going to go for the Wish here, just to get my Yuxi beneficially healed up. I see he goes for the S-Toss here, and I know after he sees me go for the Wish, he's probably just going to predict my Yuxi switch and go for the Seismic Toss again, but yeah, he ends up going for the T-Wave, which does going to be annoying because he's going to get the Parahax right there because this game hates me, and I believe Parahax is going to be an annoying thing, so we'll see. I'm going to go into the Azumarill now because I predicted him to go for the S-Toss. I'm above 100, so I can live one more and get some health back, and yay, that's nice and stuff, and Azumarill's kind of going to be nice because if he's going to keep running that rain, I can get that offensive presence going. Going to go for the T-Wave again, as he does, and he's going to get the Parahax first turn again, and if you've been counting, keeping along, so far I've gotten Parahax every single turn that I've had a Pokemon paralyzed out. Yes, Parahax, I hate you so much. So I believe I just switch out here because I really don't have much to do, and I figure he's gonna switch into his Bronzong, so I decided to go into my Anchow. Just gonna U-turn out, get some damage off, and I don't really want to take a Gyro Ball at this point, so U-turn does a hefty chunk, so I do get a crit in my one little bit of hacks in this match, and it really didn't come into play as much as it could have. So I'm going to switch into Nidoking since I know I can kill it off with a prospect. I can scare it off with a prospect of a Fire Blast, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't actually have Fire Blast, and I know he's probably going to switch into Chansey, so I pull a double switch, go into my Manchild, predicting Chansey to come in, and he ends up going into Scrafty, which really is just as good as a switch as I could have possibly gotten. So I'm just going to go for the safe high jump kick, knowing he'll take it out of this range, I believe, and he is going to switch into his... What is he switching to here? His Bronzong, and guess what? I miss high jump kick. So yay! That directly makes up for the U-turn miss, if anything. I mean the U-turn crit, if anything. Just gonna go for another one, and that's gonna take out the Bronzong, and that thing is gone. So yeah, I kind of ruined my awesome double switch with that miss high jump kick, but whatever. Not a big a deal since I have the regenerator. So like the crash damage means too much to my child anyways. It's frail as crap. You go switch to the Nidoking, that makes me think that he's maybe scarfed. I really wasn't paying attention too much to the Uxie damage. I'm not really sure how much it would normally do, so just gonna switch into my Uxie just to as fodder. Ends up going for Thunder and misses because the rain did stop a while back, and that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna switch in my Clefable now, half thinking this thing may be locked into it. I'm not quite sure, but he ends up switching moves up here, going for the Flamethrower, which is weird to have on a semi-rain team. I don't understand why you have Flamethrower and Thunder, but anyways, it does little. He goes for the Earth Power, does also a decent hefty chunk, and I get Power Hacks again, which is just yay. I love this game. Thanks, game. So that's the three. That's 3 out of 3 Power Hacks. Let's keep track of this. It's gonna be fun. So, Earth Power takes out my Clefable, which does suck, but it's not like Milking's that big of a threat. I do have my own Milking, and my Milking is indeed Scarf, so I know I'll be faster for sure. Just gonna go for the save Earth Power. Ends up staying in, I guess, wanting to risk the prospect of a speed tie, but I don't really think it was really worth the risk since Nidoking is kind of a threat, so that thing's out of the way, which is nice. He's going to go Scrappy now, figuring he could probably set up on me. I'm not sure if he's Bulk Up or DD. And either way, I'm going to switch into my Anchel, knowing that I'm actually going to... Why'd I go in? Whatever. I go into a Uxie, which is kind of stupid because I freezed. I was going to Uxie as fodder, I guess, but it was obvious it was going to set up on me. Whatever. He goes for the Bulk Up. I know I'm going to be faster since Bulk Up variants are usually more defensive. I can get a Reflect Up before he kills me off, and he ends up only having the Drain Punch to hit me with, which I find really weird. He has to have the Crunch. I don't know why he went for Drain Punch. That was odd, and it would have benefited me if he did go for the Crunch, because now I have to U-turn out and have something else take a hit rather than get a free switch in, so... After that, I switch into my shell, knowing I can take any hit since I have the Reflect Up, and if he bulks up, that's fine, since I High Jump Kick will still do shit tons of damage, because my shell is a strong threat in UU, if you haven't heard. Speaking of UU, yeah, the reason why Chances this match is that it just got brought down like 3 days ago, back into UU, which is crazy, and it should go back. I want to get banned. I hate Chansey in UU. Bad thing, bad thing. So go for the high jump kick, does a decent chunk of damage, and he goes for the rest. I'm like, okay, you know what, that's fine. High jump kick's an easy to a KO, right? The only way that this rest could ever be a threat is if he gets the first turn Okay, you know what? That's fine. The first turn, that's fine. It's been kind of hacksy, but that's whatever. I can still get the high jump kick off, do a ton of damage. He'll kill me off with a drain punch, which is fine because he'll still be at a decently low enough health, and he still won't be that big of a threat because I still have like a few things to deal with this thing. So I still have the Reflect Up, so I'm thinking, okay, I can go to my Durant, it has good defenses, I can set up like one Hone Claw to make sure I don't miss, and then I can kill him off with a couple of Iron Heads. So I'm just going to do that. This team was based around Durant, interestingly enough, and it really didn't shine in this match at all. Because again, this was when I'm still testing this team. It's still not even, I don't even know if I'm going to leave it or just scrap it all together, but go for the Hone Claws, thinking, he's probably going to rest up, predicting me to hit him. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, he's going to rest, and I can just probably Iron Head him for the 2 KO, unless he gets the first turn Shed Skin 2 times in a row. And that is really stupid. So I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe I'll get the flinches with... No, that's not going to happen either. So, yeah, this Scrafty is like being dumb now because it's getting Shed Skin every single turn it possibly can when it's like a 30% chance of happening. So I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna... Now my Durant has to die this stupid Scrafty, which really isn't a threat at all. It just got extremely lucky at every possible turn. Green Splash is going to do 2 KOs despite the Reflect, and that's going to bring Scrafty to reasonable health, like I don't know, 40%-ish after lefties. But still at a range where I know that I can probably take it out with Nidoking's Earth Power, so I'm just going to go for that, or a Sludge Wave, actually, since it's 5 base power stronger. So, whoa, it's so much stronger, but... Can't take out this Crafty, so that thing is out of the way. It wasn't that big of a threat, it just was being ridiculous with the Shed Skin. I lost 2 of my guys for no reason because of it, which is ridiculous. His last is the Chansey, so I'm like, that's fine. I still got my Azumarill left, which can take it out pretty easily with a Superpower, so I'm just going to go into Uxie just to get the free switch in so I can let it die to a Seismic Toss, and then go into Azumarill for the win and go for the Superpower to take it out. So I'm going to go into Azumarill, going to take a Seismic Toss, and then I am going to Superpower for the win, except for the fact that I get Parahex this turn, so that is what, 3 for 3 or 4 for 4? I've lost count. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. I still move over 100, so I take another one, and then kill him off with a Superpower next turn, except I get Parahexed again! Love you too, game. Love you too. Standard hacks. That's terrible. I don't know why. I don't think it's right for humans to have this bad at luck at this game. It's not good. Gonna go Nidoking. Don't really want to sit here and let him Seismic Toss 3 times and stall, so I'm just gonna run. That's gonna be a decent game. Neutricity, and yeah, that was lame hacks. I hate it. I should have won that game, and yeah, I hate this. I don't know. I'm not even the biggest fan of this team. I may scrap it, but hopefully I'll see you guys later, and that will be it. So bye.